Yay! I am so excited about this class. So as you guys are coming in, I want to give you a minute while I get all of my notes prepared and the lashes prepared. And you guys come in and I want you guys to just here to let me know you're here. And let me go ahead and get everything prepared. I'm going to give everybody a couple more minutes to get in before we start our makeup class. Let's see. Make sure you got all of our lashes. Let's see. Okay. All right, I want to make sure everybody can see me and they can hear me quickly. Sometimes when the live chat's on, it might slow up our communication, kind of give us a little bit of a lag. Here we go. All right, everybody, can you please introduce yourself in the comments? We're going to have a little bit of a lag because we're doing a live chat on YouTube. So it kind of has a little bit of a lag. And then once, for a moment, I'm going to turn off the live chat and just do the top chat. And that makes it a little bit easier. So then I can go back and forth and see you guys' questions and comments. I'll do questions kind of periodically, okay? Let me go ahead and get all of the information sent to you guys in the comments. All right, let me know who is here. And let me go ahead and make sure everybody has their invites, and then we can go ahead and start and be good to go. I have so many tips. All right. Okay. Yay, I can see you guys hopping in. Okay, so excited. All right, so like I said, welcome to Falsie on Fleek. My name is Ashley Nicole, and I'm your beauty educator. And this is an online beauty class. It's one of my free makeup classes. And we are going to talk a lot today, well, tonight, about false lashes. And I know even the thought of false lashes gives everyone immediate fear. And the thing is, like, I think false lashes can smell your fear. And it's like, oh my goodness, we're about to F up. So false lashes can smell your fear. And so your glue will be messed up. Glue will be all on the top of your eyelids. Sometimes the lash is like stuck on top of like the lash line. It just doesn't look good. Some of it looks flat and then others is raised. It's so much. I'm going to go ahead and turn off the live chat. I'm going to do a reintroduction, and then I want everyone that's coming in to go ahead and let me know who is here. Just drop your first name and tell me what you hate about false lashes. Like, what is it that you're having trouble with your false lashes? All right, let me go ahead and turn off the live chat. All right, can you guys see me and can you hear me? Let me know. Can you see me and can you hear me? All right, drop some comments so I can see and hear you. Let me know if you can see me and hear me. All right, so the very first thing we're going to talk about is your style of lashes. So lashes come in so many different styles. And it really depends on you yourself or your client's eye shape, the size of their eye, and the shape of their eyes. Some eye shapes can handle a heavy lash, and some eye shapes just cannot handle such a heavy lash. Because my eyes are naturally a little bit larger, a little bit almond shape, I can do a big lash. You had to create a channel, Mike. I'm so glad you're here. Hello. So you need a YouTube channel, sir? Okay, so anyway, so the first thing is the type of lash. So I have several different types of lashes here, and I'm going to go into them a little bit so that you guys know the different types and styles of lashes to see what's going to better serve you and your clientele, or if you're just wearing lashes for yourself, just so you know. Okay, so I just grabbed some blue boxes from the beauty supply store. So blue boxes are kind of the cheapest lash you can get, but the quality is amazing. I'm going to tell you what to stay away from. There's some at your local BSS that are in a Broadway. That's a very nice lash too as well. These. This is a really good brand of lash. I have, and these are all ranging from, I believe I get 3 for $5 at my local beauty supply store. You can do very expensive lashes. You see the mink lashes that are out. I don't have any on me now. You see a lot of companies are selling minks with certain millimeter lashes, and those are amazing too. But you don't want to pay $15 or $20 for some lashes and you wear them one time. You can't figure out how to put them on. It's just so much. All right, so this is another brand. These are little cheap brands you can get from your local beauty supply store. I believe these are at the Dollar Tree or the dollar store. Now, these I do not like. These are exactly 99 cents, and I'm not a fan of these lashes because the band is really thick. When I say the band, I mean this right up top. Excuse my nails. Right up top where you actually apply it, that band is very thick. It has a very thick plastic on it, and it's hard to adhere to your lash. I prefer not to use those with myself or my clientele at all. So I just grabbed what we call in in the beauty world our blue boxes, and they are in these blue boxes. They are 99 cents. And like I said, I got these 3 for $5 at my local beauty supply store, and they're easy to practice on yourself, to wear every day, and then also on your clients too as well. All right, so what we're going to do is look at the types of lashes. So first I have, these are 747 mediums. They come in 747 small, medium, and larges. Now, these are a certain type of lash. These are called wispies. Now, you see they are wispies because it actually has this kind of wispy appearance. There you go. The focus is good. It has a wispy appearance. These are graduated lashes. That means the lash in the inner corner gets smaller, medium, and bigger. Now you see in the inner corner where those two lashes meet, in the middle is the inner corner. When you're looking at your lashes, you need to look at your lashes how you would put them on your eyes. So I'm looking at my lashes here. So this is my left lash and this is my right lash. If I were to put this lash on this eye, then it's going to be backwards because these lashes go from smallest to biggest. So if I were to put this lash on this eye, then the shape is going to be wrong because the biggest part is going to be in the inner corner and the smallest part is going to be in the outer corner. Bet you didn't know that. Number one trick, make sure that you're putting your lashes on the right way. So hold them up. Sometimes I'll like have them, I'll do like this before I put them on. And I'm like, oh, okay, left eye. And I'll flip it and I'll go ahead and take that one off and do my left eye. Because I know that if I do it the wrong, that's very important. Put them on the right way according to the package. This is your package. Left eye, right eye. Yes. Okay. All right. So you have a wispy, and a wispy is going to be a more natural lash. All right. And so we're going to go into a spike lash. These are spikes, and this is a heavier lash. It's more dense. These are spiked lashes. And you see you actually get a spike. And you see they are still graduated as well. Now, do you notice that they have the inner corner, and then the inner corner is smaller, then it gets larger towards the outer corner, and then larger in the middle. So that is why it's very important to make sure you're putting your lashes on correctly. All right, and now we're going to get into just a heavier lash, but still a wispy. And this is just a heavier wispy. So you see it's a lot more hair on this. And these are the ones we're actually going to be using today because it's a little bit easier to see these on camera so you can see kind of what I'm doing. All right, now here's a little tip. Here is the trick. Here's a trick. You guys, let me know what you're having issues with your lashes in the comments. Is it the glue? Is it falling off? Is it not staying on throughout the day? Is it the wrong size? Are they too big? Can you feel them? Do they feel heavy? All of that. Just let me know in the comments. And cheers to you. Happy Wednesday. Okay, so let me show you a little trick with your spiked lashes. Let's see. Okay. All right, so with your spiked lashes, if you are, let's see, if you're on the road, you have a client. I know a lot of you guys have clients. You're in different businesses, you have a lot of clients. Or if you're just doing it for yourself, you can always take a, let's see, you can always take, what was it? A spoolie, and take it and brush your lashes out. And that's going to make your spiked lashes into more of a wispy lash. I'm going to just go back and forth. And I'm going to show you guys in a minute. I'm not going to do it too much because I actually love spiked lashes. They're my favorite. So I don't want to do it too much. Okay. But I just did it a little bit. Just a tiny bit. So you can see in between here, it's a little, I know my nails are terrible. I'm waiting on something. Do not judge me today. I'm waiting to get like my Cardi B nails back because I just had a baby and I didn't have my like wild crazy nails because I didn't know like her skin and all of that. But so now she's about 12 weeks old, so I can go and get like my crazy nails back. So I was waiting for this to come off. All right, so you see this one on my right in the middle is a little bit more wispied out. So that was just me taking the spoolie and going back and forth really quickly. So you go back and forth super, super quickly on your entire lash if you want the spikies to be more of a wispy. And you know what we might do, let's see which one we're gonna do today. We'll do these. Since I already kind of messed them up, I'll use that for another makeup application. All right, so your second thing is you want to make sure, so your first is just shape of lashes, all of that. That's what we talked about in the beginning. Application. Oh my goodness, we're gonna get into application because I have a couple little tricks that just work for me perfectly. And I use them all the time. It just makes it a little bit easier. And a lot of my clients are like, how in the world do you put those on so perfectly every time? So I'll show you why. All right, so the very first thing we're going to do, like I said, is take your lashes off. So you remember I said I have my left eye, my right eye. So this is my left. So I'm going to pull this, gently pull from the inner corner out. And you're going to pull at the lash line. The lash line, every time we say that, that is the line that your eyelash meets your eyelid. I'm going to pull it off and have it ready to go. The second thing, well, actually the very first thing we want to do is after we pull our lashes off is to bend the lash. Now we want to bend it because the natural shape of our eye is curved. So you just want to do a little benzies really quickly, just a benzies really quick. And so it's going to kind of give that natural curve to the lash. And now it's curved. Yay. So that one is ready and good to go. All right, now we're going to talk about for a minute glue. So the very first trick is to bend your lash. All right, the second that's very important is your lash glue. Now, I know you've seen clear glue, you have white, you have the famous duo glue, you have black, and a lot of brands do come in the white, the clear, and the black. Now the white glue I'm not a fan of because it has little tiny white flakes and it gets everywhere for me, little flecks. And so when it's drying, I know it says it dries clear, but you can still see it. And the biggest thing ever is you don't want to have on a fake lash and you can see the shininess. The shininess is usually the glue. Like that's what you're seeing when women have on fake lashes and you see like a shininess on there. You're seeing like the glue from the lash. You don't want to see that. So that's kind of the clear, and the white glue does that. What you want to do is, I prefer to use a black glue. You want to make sure it's black. I'm going to use black every time. It doesn't matter the brand, it doesn't matter anyone's skin tone, it does not matter. You want to use the black glue. The black glue is going to it's going to blend in with your eyeliner, with your eyeliner in it. So even if you do make a little bit of a mistake, like you have the black eyeliner on, so you really can't tell. Now the black glue is going to be a little bit shinier. I'm going to show you what you can do to kind of get that black glue, kind of if it's on your lid, to kind of get it off of your lid and back onto the lash without having to like take the whole lash off and all of that. That's another thing, is getting the glue on the lash and not on your eyelid. All right, so I prefer to use, this is in all beauty supply stores ever, and it does look like the hair bonding glue, but it's not. This is by the brand Sassy, and it's just eyelash glue. I have them everywhere. I have them everywhere. It's Sassy eyelash glue. I use this on my clients as well because a lot of them, there you go. A lot of them have sensitive skin. A lot of them, the smell from the other lash glues is very harsh. And it kind of creates, it's got like formaldehyde. It's just very, very harsh for them. And right when it's on your eyelash, you can smell it on your nose. It's horrible. Excuse me. So the next thing is, if you're going to decide to use the black glue, you want to make sure that you're applying the glue onto the lash the right way. I know there is a nozzle. I know there's a nozzle, but I never use the nozzle. That is your first tip. That's one of my tricks. I never use the nozzle. Even if I'm using a clear glue, let's say if it was spur of the moment, I have to use a clear glue. Let's say, I don't know what happens, but I never use the nozzle ever to apply the glue to lashes. I know it's happened to you. You use the nozzle and you squirt it out, and this big bloop of glue gets on the eyelash, and then you're like, oh my gosh, like what do I do now? And the glue is like coming down the lash, and you're trying to see if you can salvage the lash, and now some of the top of the lash has glue on it. You can clearly see it, and it's just bad. So I never use the nozzle. It's going to give you too much product. Sometimes, no, actually it's every single time I look and look and look until I can find something to apply it. They do have eyelash applicators, and they might be $1 to $2 to $3. If you feel like your hands are not steady enough, you can grab the eyelash applicator and hold it like tweezers and then apply it from the nozzle. But what I'm going to show you now with some different tools is how I get the glue from the container onto the eyelash. All right, so once you have your lash and you're ready to go, I take my lash after bending it how I like it, and I place it without glue. I place it on my eyelash just to see if I'm liking the length of the lash. And I make sure that I'm taking the inner corner, not all the way in the inner corner. You see how far that is right there? You can kind of see it if I look it up. You see how far that is? That's going to create irritation. And that's when you feel like, see, even now, that's where you're going to feel like you have something on your eye. You want to make sure you start it basically kind of where you can see your eyeliner. So you can see my eyeliner like right here, and my lashes kind of start there. So I would start to put my lash on here. You see that is a little bit, that's like one pinky from the inner corner. So right there is where I'm going to start my lash. But you want to kind of lay the whole thing and just kind of bend it around, look at it, and just make sure that you can handle that heavy lash or the length of it, or your client can as well. If you cannot handle that lash and it's a little bit too big, you want to trim the lash at the back, not in the front, in the back. Because remember, the front is going to have smallest to largest. So if you trim in the front, then you're going to create an uneven lash. You're going to make the whole lash big. It's going to be long lashes on the whole lash. But if you trim on the back, you're still getting that smallest to largest natural fan out. And I'll show you on here. All right, so you see it's small in the inner corner. So if you cut this inner corner off, you're going to end up with just this. If you cut this part off, then you'll end up with that inner corner and a little bit of pretty heaviness in the middle, and then you're in like your back part. So you want to make sure you're only cutting the back part of your lash. All right. I still like to bend mine occasionally. All right, so now let's make sure we've got some glue that's ready to go. All right, now here's another tip. You can do this or not. You can add your mascara. You can add mascara to your eyelashes before you decide to apply them. And just a little bit will do, not too much. This is going to help the lashes adhere a little bit. I don't do too much. I'm going to do one eye with the mascara and one eye without the mascara. All right, so now that you've bent your lashes, you've had your right glue, the black glue. You've decided that you're going to use an applicator or not. And then you trimmed and shaped your eyelashes. You see I already have eyeliner on. You want to make sure you have eyeliner on. That's another thing. You want to make sure your eyeliner's on. Usually when you're putting your lashes on, that's the last thing that you're doing in your look, your eye look. So your eyeliner should be kind of on anyway. And if you're working with a client, then yes, their eyeliner would be on as well. All right, so I'm going to get my ultimate application trick. How I apply the glue on the lashes. You guys comment and let me know what you think I use to apply the glue. What do you use to apply your lash glue right now? What are you guys using to apply your lash glue? Okay, so dun 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 dun. A hairpin. I'm going to use a hairpin. This is the easiest, the best, the most ultimate tool for applying your glue to your lashes. A hairpin. A hairpin. Yes. All right, so you're going to take. Yes, you can use the glue on the, and then use the use tweezers to wipe the lash through. But then again, you could have that mistake where you get a lot of glue on the lash. A hairpin. Okay, let me show you. If I cannot find a hairpin, which I always find a hairpin, I'm that girl that takes lashes in my purse with me, and I will put them on, like when I was working, I put them on like in the stock room. I'll put them on the restroom. I'll put them on the car. I'll put the lashes on anywhere because you're going to see me go from blah to a slay because I don't really go anywhere without lashes. I don't like to. So I always have lashes. I always have my hairpin. If I cannot find a hairpin, a pin. I will find a pin. People have come behind me and there's been black stuff on the bottom of their pen and they're like, what is this? And I'm like, but I'm cute though. So a pin. You have to use a hairpin or a pin. Yes, because then it's going to be like, you're going to glue the person's eyes shut because it's too much glue. It's too much glue. So first I'm going to use a pin and dig in this glue to make sure this glue is still, oh, it's perfect. I want to make sure this glue is not old because that's why I have so many. And it's not. But since I have my hairpin and see, I'm going to put this somewhere and someone's going to come behind me and touch it and be like, Ashley. Oh, any hairpin. You see, I have hairpins everywhere. All right. So after we've bent everything, I've got eyeliner. We've added a little bit of mascara. I'm going to get the bottom of this part of my eye, of my pin, my hairpin, and put this into my glue. Holding my lash. I'm going to take my hairpin. I'm going to get super close. Yay. Now I have the perfect amount with no glue anywhere else other than where I need it to be. I put a little bit more on the edges so they don't come up. Nobody wants a lash that comes up. Perfect. Awesome. Now it's on there. I do a little fan. Do not blow on it. Especially if you're working with clients. You don't want your breath on their lash. So I fan it a little bit. I talk. I'm doing stuff. I'm putting tops back on things. I'm doing all of that. I know that blows everybody's mind. They're like, what are you going to use for your lashes? I'm like, just a hairpin, ma'am. So, or a Q-tip, anything that I can use. A hairpin, yes. A hairpin is a bobby pin. All right, so you want your glue to get tacky. What I mean by tacky is just a little bit dry. You don't want it super wet. And I can tell it's dry because it's starting to get a little bit shiny. It's not as gray. All right, and so now that I have it bent perfectly, yes. So a hairpin, a bobby pin, the back of the end of a pin, anything like that. So I'm going to take my lash. You remember I did not cut my lash because my eye can handle like a larger lash, a heavier lash. And okay, this is the thing. I'm still talking a lot, so I'm going to have to add a little bit more glue because it's probably dried up on me. I do not use tweezers to apply the lash. No. I know it's going to blow minds, but I do not use tweezers or anything to apply the lash. I just go right in there and I just lay it on my lashes. So now that you've bent the lash, you know exactly where you're going to place it. You're going to hold your mirror up, look at your, let me see if you can see me, look at your eye. And I'm going to start in the inner corner a little bit and just lay it on my eye. Now in the middle, I feel the coldness. In the middle, you should feel the cold. That's the glue touching the lash. So this is just hanging out. It's just hanging out now. So I'm going to take the lash and pull it because it's in the middle. So now I can just pull it to the back, to the end of the lash. And I push it in with my finger, like with my nails. And then I take my two little pincher hands, my pincher fingers. And then I pull the lash, the inner part, down where I want it to go. And then I push that in. And I just go back in and run this is my thumbnail kind of along the back, the bottom of it. And then I take my hole and I push it. You see what I'm doing? I'm pushing the lash into my lash line. And then you get that perfect placement of their lash. Ooh, and awesome. Congratulations. I have some glue right here. So I'm going to perfectly tell you how to get that off. So you still have your bobby pins around, right? Even if you don't have your bobby pins, you can still do the same thing like with your nails. So if you get like glue on somebody's like eyelid or on your own, because this is for you guys, I would take my hairpin and you just run it down the glue. That's it. And once you do that, if it's a lot of glue, you can actually see it and pull it off after you kind of make it into it kind of makes it like a little like Elmer's glue. So you can either push the lash in or you can grab and get that glue off. If it's that drastic and you need to get it off. Other than that, it's fine. All right, we have one lash on. And remember, no tools, just hands. We're going to do the other lash now. And then we're going to go back and I'm going to show you how to apply your eyeliner at your lash line to make sure everything is seamless. And then the one last thing that you need to do. All right, so going back in with my bobby pin and grabbing more glue. And when it's not a lot of glue, you can literally just place it on the lash line. That's the main thing. Like when it's not a lot of glue, you can easily just place it on your lash line. And sometimes I just sit here and bend it a little bit while I'm waiting for the glue to get tacky. These are pretty. You know, bend it, sip wine. It's a win-win. Let me see if I can set it. Okay. Now, you guys see why I do not go anywhere without lashes. Like, come on, A and B. It's crazy. All right, so still fanning the lash. I put a little bit more on here. All right, now I'm going to show you how to go from the back to the front. All right, so you remember I'm taking the lash. You see it's already curved, so that makes it so much easier. It's curved. And I'm literally laying it right where that eyeliner is, like right below it. If you feel coldness on your lash, that means you have it in the right place. I lay it right in the middle. And remember, I take my fingers and I pull it and put it where I want it to go. And then the same thing with the inner corner. I place it exactly where I want it to go. I can pull it a little bit and place it. And then you kind of just make sure it's all pushed in. Ooh. And then you want to always add mascara to your bottom lashes. So you can keep that cohesive look of looking put together. Some people go in and put mascara on their lower lash, on their lash that has the eyelash on, but I never really do that because you kind of mess up the integrity of the lash. You can put too much on there and make your falsies look clumpy. Nobody wants clumpy falsies. I don't have too much, just a little bit. Okay, so I have that exactly where I want them, and it was super easy. And they look great. All right, so The next thing you want to do is make sure you are, let me grab it. You want to add, let me see if I can find it. Oh, using a liquid liner with a very thin applicator. You want to go to your lash and right above the lash, but on your lash line, you want to apply your liquid liner and get in that inner corner too, because this is going to give you that false look and making it seem that everything's blended together. So you see the difference in this one and in this one. This is just a liquid liner. You're going to take it right above the base, I guess that would be the base of your lashes, your fake lashes. So where the fake lashes meet your lash line. And then you get a pretty and cohesive look. And still like very natural looking, very, very natural. And then you're letting everything dry. Now, another thing you can do, because sometimes we might want a little bit more of a glam look, but we don't want a super, super heavy lash. Now, you can always do this. Let me see if I have. His hair's all over the place today. So let's say we wanted to use these. This is an old drag technique to get a really pretty and full lash. Now I have like some old lashes here. You can see this is a different shape. This is a heavier lash. And these are the new ones I just pulled. Two totally different shapes. One is a little bit bigger and the other one's a little bit smaller. All right, so I'm going to take, it looks like, and then now that I told you how to look at your lashes, you can look at them and see like it's smaller and then bigger. Like you can literally see it. All right, so I'm going to take my lashes and stack the smallest one on top of the bigger one. Make sure those bands are meeting. You should be able to just push them together, or you might need a little bit of glue. Just a tad bit of glue on your bobby pin or your hairpin and add it and get them together. And now you have one lash. You have one seamless lash. This is how you would get a more natural effect without having a heavy, heavy lash. You can take two natural lashes, the same ones, doesn't have to be the same lash. These were not the same lashes, and then just add them together and you get a whole nother lash, and this will be a lot of nice volume for this look. That's called stacking your lashes. You can stack however many you want, baby. You can stack 6 lashes if you want to. I'm going to apply this back. All right, so the first thing that we talked about was just your shape and your shape of your lash, the shape of your eye. The second thing is bending too. So once you have your lash shape, you're going to bend your lash. Number 3, you're going to make sure you're using your right glue. You're using your black glue. Number 4 is you're going to make sure you trim or you shape your lashes. Number 5, you're going to add eyeliner or mascara. Number 6, you're going to use your tools to add your lashes. So you're going to be using your hairpin. So your hairpin or a pin, or sometimes if I'm in a jam, I'm using just the back of anything. I'm using I'll grab a brush. I'll use the back of brush, like the bottom of a brush if I don't have anything, to add a very thin line. You can double it up, but a very thin line, you're at your lashes. Now the actual application would be 7, and that's going to be using your hands. It's a little bit easier for me because I feel if I use a eyelash applicator, that makes me more nervous. Like that makes me mess up because it's so foreign. It's not my hands. And in your hands, you can feel what you're doing. You can see the placement. You can kind of take your 2 little pincher fingers and pinch it together to get the lash right there on the lash line. You can take your hands to kind of maneuver it. You can take these and push in. So what I'm doing is pushing in to get it right there, like where you want it, onto the lash line, to get the glue to touch that lash line. And then 8 is, I believe 8 was like using your eyeliner. No, we did add the eyeliner. Yes, number 8 is using your eyeliner after you're done putting on the lashes. So eyeliner before, and you go back and you clean it up and use eyeliner. If you get any glue on the lid, make sure you take your hairpin or your bobby pin and kind of push that glue all the way down. And then once it's down further enough, you can probably just pull it off. Sometimes you pull the lash off, but you can kind of see if you're going to pull the lash off or not. And then I think that is, oh, you can use an eyelash curler. Do I have one here? I do not have one here, but when you're completely done, you can use an eyelash curler, and that's just going to help when your glue is tacky, like when your glue is dry, not tacky. You can use the eyelash curler to solidify that bond, and then it kind of makes the lashes move up. We don't want to use mascara really after we've applied everything in the lash because it's going to make your lashes kind of chunky, clumpiness on there. I don't like it. And then when you're removing your lashes, that's very important. You just don't want to pull. And if you're using a glue like this, it's very gentle on the on your actual lashes, so you're not really going to lose any lashes when you're using actual eyelashes. If you're using anything other than an eyelash glue, you might lose lashes. You might lose your lashes if you use anything other than eyelash glue. If you're leaving them on too long, you might. You want to. Sometimes I sleep in them, but not really because these are strips. And if you sleep in them, sometimes a little part will like bust up, and it's horrible. We don't want to do that. And I'll take, maybe to get them off, I'll literally just from the inner corner just like pull them off, and it's very gentle. It's never ripping anything. But if it's too much for you, sometimes I've taken a Q-tip, dip that into baby oil, and then apply that right on that like lash line to loosen it up, and then pull it away. A lot of places on the internet are going to tell you use the oil-free makeup remover, but when you can just use baby oil. Now it's going to have you probably not use those lashes again. It's making them a little bit oily. But if it's something like the lash is stuck, I've had clients come to me and their lashes were stuck on. Like literally they're stuck on, and I had to get them off. And I always just try like baby oil on a Q-tip though, because you can just control the amount to get them off. Yay. And that is about it. Let me know if you guys have any more questions. I'm going to check. I'm going to do live chats now and check. And see. Mike said he's totally going to try these tricks. Yes, try them. And then hashtag Falsie on Fleek. And then at me. So if you try any of these tricks, yes, I want to see. It's Wednesday. I have wine on Wednesdays and do my classes. So this is the first class of the year. Our next class, I believe, is Flawless Complexion. And in that class, I'm going to be using, that's actually next Wednesday, I believe. I'm going to be using several different methods to apply foundation. And I'm going to show you my ultimate secret and how I apply foundation for myself and for my clients. Okay, so everyone that joined in tonight will be getting a special email from me, well, special message, and I'm going to ask for your email in it. In a few days, you'll have a little surprise in your email. So make sure you check your messenger, and I'm going to ask you for your email, and you'll have a surprise in there. I am not big on expensive lashes. I'm just not, because they're so disposable for me. You can, let's say it's a wedding or maybe a photo shoot if you wanted like a really kind of expensive lash, but you really don't need it because they're disposable. You're going to take them off that same night. You're going to toss them. Or even like the mink lashes, not the minks, not the individual minks that are like $200 or $300 to put on. Get those, sis, get those. But those ones that are like 15 and 20 and they're just the strip lashes and they're like, I forgot what they call them. I think they still call them mink strips and they're like 15 and 20 and everybody sells them. Those, I've paid a couple. I mean, I bought a few, but like I said, they're disposable. Just toss them. So what's the point of paying like $15, $20 for lashes? But if it's a wedding or a photo shoot, you want like a really nice, like quality lash, then go ahead, feel free, get the lash. But if you're practicing, if you are looking to do more events, if you're looking to do more makeup, at your events, just clients, period, I just stack up and get a ton of blue boxes. I just did a 17 party wedding and I just grabbed a whole bunch of blue boxes. 3 of them were my regular clients. The bride, the 2 maids of honor, I believe, were my regular clients. So I knew what kind of lashes they prefer. Like one of them prefer a certain brand. It's at the beauty supply store that is a wispy. And it's a thicker wispy. Those look beautiful on her. She prefers that. So I grabbed those for her. But everyone else just had these blue boxes. They're like $99, $99, 99 cents. And it's so much easier. They're just going to pull them off. Kiss and I think Kiss has glue too. Kiss has glue. Ardell lashes are fine. Ardell has wispies. They'll say wispies on the actual box, and those are good. I love Ardell lashes. But blue boxes are so much easier, and you can get so many different ones. Ardells are good. I don't really use Kiss lashes, but I do like the Ardells in the little box with the little paper on the top. Those are cute. I cannot right now for the life of me remember. I think it's wispies. They might have one called Runway. Maybe they have one called Runway that's very pretty too as well. Love those. So Ardell and Runway. But if you're still just starting out and you just want to grab a whole bunch of them and like use them, just go to your local Asian beauty supply store and just get the blue boxes. This is a pink box, but we still call them blue boxes. I am loving how this camera focuses. And like I said, those are 3 for $5. And I mean, you can't beat that. That is absolutely phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Our next makeup class is next Wednesday. Like I said, and that is Flawless Complexion. I believe Flawless Complexion. And everyone who joined in today, like I said, will be receiving a message from me, and it'll be check your email. So you're going to send me your email. You're going to get a message, and it'll be a freebie for you, like just a series to get you ready for this next freebie. And thank you guys so much for joining. Do we have any more questions while I post this really quickly. Let's see. All right, and let me also, if you try any of these tricks or you learn something super valuable, please hashtag Falsie on Fleek and at me on Facebook at Ashley Nicole, or you can at her beauty tribe so I can see. Let's make sure this comment went through. If you guys go to her Beauty Tribe Facebook page, you'll see under those events, the events for the month of February, the free makeup classes I'm having for the month of February. And it's going to be another one that's more of an intensive, more of an actual eyeshadow look. It was something that was trending that I just have to do. It was so pretty. So you'll see, I think, Flawless Complexion. I don't think the brow class is up yet. Selfie Ready Makeup is up and ready for you guys to go ahead and register going. And I believe that may be it. Flawless Complexion, Flawless Complexion, Selfie Ready Makeup, and let's see. What's this? My baby just woke up. I can hear her. I can't believe she has not had any milkies. She is about to scream. She should be so hungry. Okay, I just went to the wrong page. So many pages. Nope. All right. I cannot see any events. Let me look on this one. I don't know why it's not coming up on there. Oh, there we go. Is it coming up now? Anyway, I think it's Flawless Complexion and Selfie Ready Makeup, and it might be another one. I know I'm adding them all for February, so they should be already on there. So click RSVP so you guys can get the link for the next ones, and I will see you again soon. Thank you so much, and Ashley Nicole signing out. You guys have an awesome Wednesday.